So the Holocaust that's occurring, administered by Planned Parenthood, has a disproportionate impact in the black community. In Texas, 70% of all abortions are minorities, and 37% of all abortions are blacks. Why are you okay with that?
Why are you okay with dictating what the black community should do? Now Charlie Kirk should decide what the black community does?
If it's not your DNA, why should it be your choice?
Exactly. It's not your DNA, so why are you choosing for these women?
So if something can't register the pain, it's okay to torture something?
Correct, if it can't register the pain. How old are you, Charlie?
27.
27. How come you didn't say 28?
Because I'll be 28 in 2 weeks.
But if life begins at conception, you're 10 months older than that, and you actually are 28. Why don't you say 28?
Let me ask you a question. Are you okay with abortions for people that found out they are pregnant with Down syndrome children?
Fetuses with Down syndrome or fetuses without Down syndrome are not children. So you're going to a specific within the whole, but I'm arguing that all of it is not a human life yet. But you don't contend those are lives. You don't think someone having a period
Let
is
me
murder.
ask you a question.
And you don't think sperm ejaculation is murder.
So since you're so bizarrely fascinated with sperm,
you're bizarrely fascinated with women's bodies and regulating them even though you're not a woman.
So it is unique.
So is sperm, and so is eggs, and so is everything. Dolphins are unique. That doesn't mean you can or can't kill them or put them in aquariums.
Your fixation with sperm is like creepy and kind of weird,
Your
honestly.
Your fixation with women's wombs is creepy and kind of weird.
No,
so I'm
actually,
just trying to even it out. Do you truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being? This?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
Yes.
This is a dolphin fetus.
So let me.
Without a doubt, a dolphin fetus is a human being. This is a human fetus. Look how similar they look, but quite different. Dolphin. You just confirmed that a dolphin. In life, do you confuse dolphins for human babies often?
Hold up the human one.
Sure.
Is that not alive?
No, it is not alive.
Well, then how is it able to have a heartbeat?
It's attached to an alive being called a woman.
How do these other women get pregnant then?
Huh? You want me to explain sex to you?
No, I'm asking you.
I can explain sex to you. I know you're newly married.
So most are abortions out of convenience.
But convenience is a word you use to frame it as somebody being irresponsible. Not being ready to bring a child into this world is not convenience. It's smart family planning that you are against. You're against planning parenthood. You're for forced parenthood. You're not for.
Let me ask you a question.
You're not for life. You're for forced birth.
25% of all abortions in this country are done out of economic convenience. Do you think that's okay?
Economic convenience is such a stupid, backwards, low IQ phrase for you to use. Economic convenience, what you actually mean is they cannot possibly afford the $1 million it will take to raise a child that you can afford because you were born into privilege. And they weren't, but you're so privileged you also want to force them to have a baby and then vote against legislation.
What's the average social welfare?
What species is the egg from a woman?
It's an undeveloped part of a male or undeveloped part of a female.
And a fetus is an undeveloped baby.
No, it's very much developed.
No, it's not. It's developing the whole time until birth.
Let's talk about the Holocaust that's happening in our country. So for
Say Holocaust again, you're going to have a problem with me because, again, my family died in that, remember?
As someone who says you were offended by the Holocaust, where millions of Jews were killed, why are you seemingly indifferent with the millions of Americans that are being killed?
Because they're not Americans. You have to be born on U.S. soil to be an American. Again, you prove my point.
No,
Thank you.
Human beings.
The definition of an American is being born on U.S. soil. Born.
So
born or naturalized. No Americans are killed every year through abortion.
There's 1 million abortions every single year. Do you think that's too many or not enough?
I think it's whatever the mother decides with her own family is the right move for their life, and it's none of our damn business.
The Black Panthers said, which I disagree with the Black Panthers on a lot, but they said that abortion is a black genocide on the community.
Good for them.
Are they wrong?
Yeah, they're of course wrong. I've been arguing this whole time. It is not a genocide. Genocides are genocides, and genocides take place of humans, not of undeveloped, still developing fetuses that will become humans that you think are dolphins. And you will not have to deal with any problems health-wise, and you're going to be all good. So know that option is out there for you.
I got to be honest.
Please keep that in mind.
Your ease of which advocating murder scares me.
You keep saying murder, and you also think fetuses are dolphins, so you don't ever take in a point that you already lost and adjust your opinion, which is
your main argument.
Why are there no rules or laws that that affect a man's body? What if we said, here's how we're going to reduce abortion, Charlie, is every man, including you, Charlie Kirk, newly married, has to get a vasectomy. It can be reversed when you're ready to have a baby. Would you be okay with it?
No, because it doesn't involve a certain human life. Let me ask you a question.
What do you mean? No, it does, because you're saying men are not responsible at all for unwanted pregnancies.
So you believe women...
You're saying men are not responsible at all for unwanted pregnancies. Are men responsible at all for unwanted pregnancies, or is it just the woman's fault?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Right, so then shouldn't the laws also enforce something on them then, if this is such an epidemic that you call it genocide?
No, because they made a decision and then they want to terminate and murder that child.
Who made a decision?
Because the 1 million people having abortions every single year. So why all of a sudden should we
No, they are accidents
be okay
oftentimes, they're not decisions. I also got a show dropping on Disney Plus soon, so please check that out.
My goodness, they couldn't pay me to be on that awful platform.
Yeah, I know. I would not have you on a family-friendly platform, that's for sure. With your obsession with women's uteruses, they'd probably strongly make sure that doesn't happen.